we have some crazy MCU news coming directly from The Hollywood Reporter that is informing us that Doctor Strange will now also be included in Spider-Man 3. Now, if you're keeping up to date with all of the MCU news, you know exactly why this is some pretty crazy and very exciting news, but we're going to break that down and cover what's going on with this in this video. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, it's Chris, and if you love to stay up to date on all major movie and television news, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button as we're covering it here on the channel. Also, you can follow me live at Twitter at TheCultureChris for those live updates. So yes, this is some pretty fun, crazy news, and at first it might not be that insane to hear, because, you know, Doctor Strange and Spider-Man know each other, and it wouldn't pull a whole lot of strings to take Doctor Strange, who already is in New York most of his time, and involve him in Spider-Man's world, especially since Spider-Man is actually in a lot of trouble right now, as we saw at the end of Spider-Man 2. On top of that, you'll take the fact that Doctor Strange knows that Tony was Spider-Man's closest mentor and father figure, and he's now also gone. So not only is Spider-Man in trouble, but he's also alone. So it wouldn't not make sense for Doctor Strange to feel a little empathy and compassion towards our friendly neighborhood superhero. But of course, there are other implications that are directed towards us because of the introduction of Doctor Strange into Spider-Man 3. And that has to do with some of the announcements we've already heard, like Jamie Foxx making his way into the MCU playing a same character that he's already played in a different Spider-Man universe, as well as what movie Doctor Strange will be in prior to the release of Spider-Man 3, and that is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The MCU is headed in a very particular and insane direction with the multiverse, and that will be coming to us through WandaVision and then again through Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, where things are going to start getting a little insane. Magic and witches are going to become more prominent in the MCU, as well as the multiverse, which was discovered during Avengers Endgame when Ant-Man came out of the quantum realm and ran over to find the Avengers. We also know that there's a quantum city that is going to be heavily evolved in the future, potentially holding both Kang the Conqueror and the Fantastic Four, which would be their explanation as to where they've been this entire time. So there is a lot going on in the quantum realm, in the multiverse, that is going to be expanded upon in the future of the MCU. So Doctor Strange, now being confirmed to have found his way over to Spider-Man's next movie, we can bring with him a few implications, and that would be the use of the multiverse. A lot of fans have been screaming, stammering, and hoping for a live-action Spider-Verse that would include Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and of course Tom Holland all on one screen together, even if it were just for a cameo or for a very particular fighting scene. And now that we know for a fact Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro, and he was featured in Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, it seems like a little bit of this might be actually happening. And that is definitely a reason to get excited and to be hopeful for the on-time release of this next Spider-Man movie, which will be starting filming very, very soon. The other implication we get from Doctor Strange joining Spider-Man is that he will have a prominent role in the MCU, and he will probably be joining a lot of other characters, bringing his influence of the multiverse with him, since at the moment he's going to be one of the few people who can enter the multiverse, along with potentially the Fantastic Four and Ms. Marvel. So seeing him join other heroes in their movies definitely brings the implications that the multiverse will be following him to play a big role and have a part in the plot of the movie. Now, it's also possible that he will just be brought over to play this mentor role, and he won't even be in for a very long time. Potentially, Peter Parker will walk by the New York Sanctum, and Doctor Strange will lure him in, and then they'll have a nice chat where he'll get the motivation he needs to move forward and be the hero that he truly is inside, and that'll be the end of Doctor Strange. However, given the most recent news for the Spider-Man movie and the other news that we have seen and received from different Sony Spider-Verse movies, it is safe to say that we're probably going to be getting a little bit more from Doctor Strange. And that may even include a live-action Spider-Verse featuring our three favorite Spider people. But we'll have to wait to find out, and we will be getting more news on the subject as filming is starting for this next Spider-Man movie, also known as Serenity Now. Hopefully we'll be getting a title, more details, and some set leaked pictures for us to enjoy and break down some more information. But let me know what you guys think about this crazy news that Doctor Strange will be joining Spider-Man in his next movie, potentially opening up the multiverse for even more characters. As always, thank you to everybody who watched till the very end of the video. If you found it helpful, useful, entertaining, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button as we're covering all major movie and television news right here on Cosmic Culture.